Hey friends, thanks for jumping on the Ant Panda channel. It's me, Panda. Yeah, I hope everyone is feeling safe, doing well, and getting through this fun little pandemic that we keep dealing with that doesn't seem to be going away. Anyway, what I wanted to do is take a look at some of the wonderful flavors of Gfuel. Right now they're celebrating their little milk discounted flavors, at least flavors that they designate are really good in milk. And I wanted to go ahead and test some of these that are available that I have. I don't have all of them, I only have some of them. But really the ones that I do have are actually ones that I really like. We're going to take a look at those and then I'll rank them and recommend which ones you probably should go with. I kind of already did this a little bit last time in my last video, but it was really just to see how Confetti Cake, kind of the flavor it compares. So we're going to take Confetti Cake though and put it through some of the tests here to actually compare with the ones that are on there. And then I'm also going to include one in here as far as the flavors because it's actually the one I prefer in the first real big collector's edition box that I actually got. So anyway, here are the flavors. So Confetti Cake, everybody is aware of. It's actually one of the top ones. It really tastes really sweet, tastes like cake better. It's the one that I really like. The Party Punch, which some folks, at least across the internet and some places either like or don't like. So I thought I'd put this in comparison since I know it's on there as far as the collector's edition and as well as the actual tub. So maybe you can make a decision on how that kind of ranks. Raspberry Pie, very awesome, delicious and sweet. Tastes like a raspberry pie, and actually you can kind of taste the raspberry pie crust with this one, which is when you have it in milk. Another one that's actually a pretty big hot take that some folks may or may not agree with, and that's candy corn. Candy corn in water actually is interesting. I actually don't mind it so much, but in milk it actually changes the name of the game. It actually tastes much better, and in my opinion I think it definitely stands on its own when it's in milk and is definitely amazing. And then the one that is, you can't necessarily get, sometimes pops up on the site or not, is Moon Pie. And it's actually the first collector's edition I actually owned after owning the Resident Evil 3 tub that I ordered on Gfuel. So we're going to take a taste of each. I'm going to rank them and then recommend which one would be best for you guys, because that's just the guy that I am. So we'll start with one, of course. Everybody that reigns supreme a little bit is the Confetti Cake. So let me make sure I get the right measurement here. Do a little less here. All right. We'll kind of leave this at the top here. I'm going to put this together. And then I'm going to take this other one so I can shake both just to save time for you. And by the way, the collector's edition of the Party Punch is actually my favorite with Sonic because it's blue and see-through with red and yellow, kind of related to some of the colors in Sonic's world. So, all right. This one's supposed to be like Tricks is for kids, or like a fruity Pebbles type taste as well. Oh yeah, I can smell that too. It smells actually quite good. Let's go ahead and shake these up. I'll probably cut some of this for time. Let's go ahead with the Confetti Cake. Oh man, that's so good. Definitely is one of the top, so we'll still keep this here as a reference point. Let's see what Party Punch kind of tastes and relates to. Oh wow. So it's super fruity. It does have, and this is kind of where some people either like it or some people hate it. It's got kind of a little lemonade. Some people say sour. I don't know if it's necessarily sour. It's more like a sickle type of aftertaste to it. I mean, it's definitely not, as far as the finish, it's definitely not going to be ahead of Confetti Cake. So Confetti Cake is still, in my opinion, still going to be probably the top. I'll just put these behind here for now, or actually put these off screen for now. so it doesn't get in the way. All right, next two we're gonna taste is going to be the candy corn, and it's gonna be the raspberry pie. Raspberry pie, I actually have already kind of tasted a little bit in milk, and of course candy corn, but I've already did the last video with raspberry pie. It's actually quite up there. I think I put it in third place if I'm not mistaken, maybe second, but we'll just kind of see. So we'll throw that in there. And then candy corn. It's kind of my hot take because I like candy corn. I actually love this in milk as well. And I notice a lot of folks on Twitter even mention that, and I guess agree with me on it, but some people are not a fan of it, and some folks don't even consider it, and I don't necessarily disagree. It's their opinion. I mean, some people are going to have different tastes than I will, but my palate usually pretty much loves that, so go ahead and give these a shake as well. And of course you can see the difference. All right, let's go ahead with the raspberry pie. Oh God, so good. Yeah, so some people feel like the aftertaste is kind of like more of a sour, but in my opinion, it tastes a little bit more kind of like the crust. At least that's how I take that aftertaste with. All right, and then candy corn. Oh God, so much better. Oh man, so good. All right, and just for comparison, take the party punch again. Wow, that is so good. I don't know. I don't get it. Why the internet feels that this is not good, but man, it does. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles, and it tastes like it's got like a sickle aftertaste to it. I'm gonna leave these two up top, to be honest. The one I'm gonna actually, I think, move is gonna be candy corn. Don't get me wrong, these two are very good. In fact, it's quite delicious. I definitely would say these are the top four. And then just for fun, we're gonna see how moon pie ranks with the rest. And I mean, if you're a fan of chocolate milk, and of course moon pies, then you're gonna love this. So, out of the way, and then get a fresh one. Yeah, if you're a fan of moon pie and you're a fan of chocolate, this is probably going to be for you. I don't know if this is on, I didn't see it on sale on the site, so this may not be available, but it's actually the first collector's edition I got. It's actually one of the good blue traveling scoopers that I got too. And I've always been a fan of moon pie in milk actually since I ever got it and reviewed it. I think there's an old review of it. It's probably not very good, but of what it is. So, all right, moon pie. Oh yeah, that's good. It definitely tastes like a liquid moon pie, but it's mostly just kind of chocolate. So if you're really big on chocolate, that's what it's going to be for all this. All the milks that you see actually in these are all almond milk. They tend to be a little less sweet, which is fine and good. You can use real, like full-blown 2% milk, and it will probably explode the flavors a little bit more. Some say a little too much in sweetness, but so I'm gonna leave this here. I actually like the way this is set up. Confetti cake, which just go ahead. Oh God, that's so good. It is. It's so good. Still reigns supreme. I actually really do like Party Punch. It tastes like a Party Punch sickle is what it is. I don't I know some folks say they taste the sour into it. I don't know if I agree with that, but everyone has a different opinion, and I totally get it. So I actually really love this one, even compared to the rest of them in number 2. Candy corn number 3, raspberry pie number 4. Not that it's very close between these two. I would say these are the points of contention for me, mainly because if you love candy corn sweetness, this with the milk in it, it's going to be great. So obviously you're going to love this, but if you don't like candy corn, don't buy candy corn. So raspberry pie though, if you love raspberries and you love the taste of a crumble, like, you know, crust you normally get with your raspberry pie, put this in milk and you will love this. So it's kind of like this a little bit. Moon pie, if it ever comes back, if you're a big fan of chocolate milk and moon pies, definitely recommend you pick that up, but I don't think that's on sale right now. The other ones, like strawberries and stuff like that, like the strawberry shortcake, I would say it probably goes in between probably these two. Confetti cake, just all the way, just tastes really good. I love what Gfuel did with that, and I can understand why they put that. It's kind of like their anniversary type of flavor. So confetti cake just does a killer job with it, and just works for, I think, everybody so far. But I would say any sort of strawberry shortcake, you know, with cherries, which seems to be the theme for everything, it's probably going to be around here. The orange vibe, like the orange flavor and stuff like that, I never really kind of cared for that, so I never really got it. And honestly, that'll probably be in the 2 to 3 range. So I recommend any of these. The one I would say are conditional on is just, if you're not a fan of candy corn, just don't get candy corn. But the rest of these are good to go, and delicious, and something I would recommend. And as well as moon pie, if that ever comes back. So there you have it. You can consider that a hot take. I'm sure it'll be a hot take for some folks, but you know, we all have our preferences, so that's what it is. So anyway, thanks for joining in. Next video is going to be probably more gaming and gameplay related instead of Gfuel. This just kind of came up because everyone seems to be celebrating, you know, kind of these milk flavors, so I thought I'd go ahead and just put my review take on that and go from there. So thanks for stopping by. Hit subscribe and like if you like it or dislike it, whatever, and I'll catch you in the next one.